You're feeling it, aren't you? That intense magnetic pull towards someone younger that your mind just can't quite make sense of. It has left you in a dizzying whirlwind of confusion and raw excitement, a strange and potent mix of exhilaration and deep-seated anxiety. Your logical brain is firing off a cascade of red flags, meticulously cataloging all the differences, calculating the years between you, and whispering incessant warnings about what everyone, your friends, your family, society itself will think. But your heart, and more profoundly your soul, is telling a completely different story. It feels an undeniable sense of rightness, a gravitational pull that defies all reason, logic, and social programming. It doesn't feel like a choice. It feels like recognition. What if this isn't just a fleeting crush or some momentary infatuation? What if this profound connection has absolutely nothing to do with the numbers on a calendar and everything to do with the timeless unspoken language of the soul? This isn't just a story you're hearing. It's a mirror being held up to your own life. Perhaps you have felt that inexplicable pull towards someone whose years don't seem to align with yours, a bond that defies all logic yet feels almost predestined, as if it were written into the fabric of your existence. What if this is your soul's way of telling you to get ready to prepare yourself, because you are on the verge of experiencing a profound soul recognition that transcends age, logic, and everything you thought you knew about connection? This feeling is not a mistake. It is not a sign of crisis or foolishness. It's an awakening, and it is happening for a very specific and powerful reason. Stay with me, because we're about to decode what this powerful, unsettling, and beautiful connection is truly trying to teach you about love, yourself, and the universe. Let's be completely honest about where you are right now. There is a beautiful and terrifying chaos unfolding inside you. One moment you're soaring on a euphoric wave of pure joy, utterly captivated by the way they see the world, the unmistakable light in their eyes, the sheer unadulterated energy they bring into your life. It feels as if a forgotten dormant part of you has been suddenly and miraculously reawakened, a dormant vibrancy now stirring with life. The next moment, a cold, crushing wave of doubt crashes over you, leaving you gasping for air. You hear the phantom voices of judgment, echoes of societal scripts that tell you this is wrong, impractical, ill-advised, or even foolish. You might feel a sharp pang of guilt, a heavy sense of misplaced responsibility, or the deep-seated fear of being fundamentally misunderstood. Your mind races with questions. What will people think? Am I just being naive, or worse, delusional? Is this some kind of midlife crisis or a desperate, pathetic attempt to feel young again? And those questions are valid. They are the natural byproduct of the world we live in. A world that loves to put everything and everyone into neat, predictable, and easily digestible boxes. An age gap connection, especially one where a younger person shows this kind of profound soul-bearing love, shatters those boxes into a million pieces. It forces us to confront our deepest insecurities, our most rigid beliefs, and the societal programming that runs in the background of our lives. This initial shock, this violent internal tug-of-war between your heart and your head, is the very first gate you must pass through on this journey. Your logical mind is simply doing its job. It's a primal survival mechanism exquisitely designed to protect you from risk, pain, and the ancient fear of being cast out socially. It diligently points to the glaring differences in life experience, the chasm of cultural references, and the divergent paths of your future plans. It raises the specter of power imbalances and whispers the fear that maybe, just maybe, they're merely infatuated with an idea of you, the mentor, the stable figure, the wise one. And these are not concerns to be dismissed lightly, but they are not the whole story. They are the surface-level noise, the static that can so easily and tragically drown out a deeper, more subtle and resonant truth. The truth is, this connection was never meant to be understood by your logical mind alone. When has a truly transformative, life-altering encounter ever followed a pre-written script? They arrive by crossing boundaries of age, status, and every other barrier the world has painstakingly built. This feeling, this undeniable pull, operates on a completely different frequency. It's a language of energy, of resonance, of the soul itself. The confusion you feel is simply the friction between the old world of rules and logic and the new world of authentic spiritual connection that is dawning in your life. The discomfort is a sign that you are on the cusp of a major expansion. It means you're being invited to graduate from a love based on social convenience to a love based on soul-level truth. The most important question isn't, does this make sense to everyone else? The most important question is, what is this awakening within me? Because this initial shock isn't a warning to turn back. It's a signal that your journey into a more profound understanding of love is just beginning. We have been conditioned from birth to see age as a definitive, unchangeable measure of a person. It's a number that dictates our roles, our expectations, and our supposed level of maturity and wisdom. We perceive it as a straight, unwavering line from naivety to wisdom. But from the soul's perspective, that is a profound and limiting illusion. The soul, the essence of who you are, does not operate on a linear timeline. It doesn't count birthdays or calendar years. It measures itself in experiences, in lessons learned and integrated, in depth acquired through trial, and in light cultivated through healing. What you're experiencing is living proof of this sacred truth. This younger person isn't in love with your chronological age. They aren't attracted to your birth certificate. They are in love with your soul's chronology. They are seeing something in you that perhaps you've forgotten or were taught to see in yourself. They see the vast landscape of your soul, a terrain carved by resilience, marked by the quiet wisdom of healed wounds, and illuminated by a light that can only come from navigating the profound complexities of life. Think of it this way. Some people live for 80 years and barely scratch the surface of their own being. They remain in the shallow end of the pool, cautiously avoiding depth, vulnerability, and true self-inquiry. Others, at a much younger chronological age, have already dived deep. They are what we call old souls, individuals who carry an innate wisdom, a high degree of empathy, and an understanding that seems to extend far beyond their years on earth. They are often more interested in meaningful connections, purpose, and deep conversations than in the superficial pursuits that may occupy their peers. This younger person who loves you is likely one of these souls. They aren't looking for someone to party with. They're looking for someone to truly see them, to recognize their own depth, and to meet them on that profound level. What they're drawn to is not your age, but your resonance. They are attracted to the wisdom that settles in your eyes, the stories you carry that you don't even have to tell, the calm and steady strength you've earned from having weathered storms. They are just beginning to see on their own horizon. They don't see wrinkles. They see lines of character and experience. They don't see a generation gap. They see a wellspring of knowledge and a grounding presence that makes them feel safe, seen, and finally, deeply at home. This attraction feels so intense and strange, even to them, precisely because it is not based on the checklist of qualities their peers might value. It's an intuitive, magnetic pull towards a soul they recognize as a source of light, wisdom, and truth. This is a critical and necessary reframing. You must stop seeing yourself through the harsh, unforgiving lens of society and start seeing yourself through their eyes, the eyes of the soul. They are not choosing you in spite of your age. They are choosing you because of what your soul has gathered over the years. They love the intricate tapestry of your life, the complex threads of your joys and sorrows, your triumphs and your failures. The ego anxiously asks, "What if I'm too old for this?" The soul calmly inquires, "What is this connection teaching me about my own timeless and inherent value?" This younger person is the messenger, and the message they carry is crystal clear. Your soul's beauty is eternal, and it is finally truly being seen. To truly grasp the profound depth of what's happening here, we must venture into the rich territory of the human psyche. Guided by the incredible and timeless work of the psychologist Carl Jung, Jung taught us that attraction is rarely as simple as it appears on the surface. We don't just fall in love with another person. We fall in love with the parts of our own unconscious that we project onto them. This powerful connection you're feeling is a classic example of that phenomenon, but it's more than just simple projection. It is a sacred act of recognition. Jung gave us the revolutionary concepts of the anima and the animus. The anima is the unconscious inner feminine archetype within a man, and the animus is the unconscious inner masculine archetype within a woman. These are not just abstract ideas. They are living, breathing energies inside us. They represent our idealized inner opposite, the blueprint of the soul completing other that we all carry within our collective unconscious. When a younger person feels an overwhelming soul-deep love for you, it is often because you have become the living, breathing embodiment of their anima or animus. Imagine this younger person's soul vibrant and full of raw potential, but perhaps lacking a certain grounding, a seasoned wisdom, or an inner stability. They carry an unconscious image of this missing quality within them. Then they meet you in your presence, in the way you speak, in the wisdom you naturally carry. They see their own inner ideal made real and tangible in the outer world. You become the screen for their unconscious projection of the wise, guiding, and complete masculine or feminine spirit. This is precisely why the feeling is not simple attraction, but profound, startling recognition. It feels as if they've known you forever, because in a way they have carried the archetype of you in their unconscious mind, and in finally meeting you, they feel as if they're coming home. But this is not a one-way street, nor is it a temporary fantasy that's destined to fade. This is a sacred mirror. The younger person isn't just seeing an idealized version of you, they are seeing a potential version of themselves. Your soul's maturity, your wisdom, your resilience. These are all qualities their own soul is striving to integrate. Your very being acts as a powerful catalyst for their own process of individuation. Jung's term for the lifelong journey of becoming a whole, authentic self. This relationship isn't a distraction from their path. It's a core, essential part of their soul's curriculum. And what about you? This intense, adoring love from someone younger is also a mirror for you. It forces you to confront your own shadow, the parts of yourself you've judged and deemed old, worn out, or unattractive. It directly challenges your deepest fears of aging and irrelevance. Their love reflects back to you a vibrant, desirable, and profoundly valuable part of yourself that you may have long dismissed or forgotten. They see the wisdom you take for granted. They see the inherent beauty in the long and arduous journey you've walked. Their love is a divine invitation to reclaim and reintegrate all parts of yourself, to see your own life not as a story that is winding down, but as a rich tapestry of wisdom that is profoundly and unconditionally lovable. This isn't a relationship built on fantasy. It is a profound psychological and spiritual symbiosis. They are drawn to your wholeness to activate their own. You are drawn to their recognition to remember your own. It's a powerful, dynamic, and sacred dance of mutual becoming. When the projections eventually fade, as they always must, what's left behind isn't disappointment, but a golden opportunity for two individuals to see each other clearly and to consciously choose a connection based on mutual growth and genuine soul-level understanding. This is the true work of love, and you have been called to it, and this connection goes beyond just psychology. It enters the realm of the mystical and the sacred. What you're experiencing is not just a meeting of two minds, but a collision of two destinies masterfully orchestrated by the universe itself. Carl Jung had another concept that perfectly describes this phenomenon, synchronicity. He defined it as meaningful coincidences that seem to have no direct logical cause, but feels so profound and perfectly timed that it's as if an organizing intelligence is at play. Think back to how you met this person. Was it truly random, or was there a series of strange, unlikely events that led you both to the same place at the exact same time? Perhaps you both almost canceled your plans, or a wrong turn led you to exactly the right place. Maybe you discovered a series of shared, obscure interests or oddly specific life experiences that seemed too particular to be mere chance. This is the language of synchronicity. It's the universe winking at you, confirming that this encounter is not an accident. It is a divinely scheduled appointment. Jung believed that beneath the surface of our everyday lives, an invisible thread of energy connects us all. When the energy of two souls align, when they vibrate at a similar frequency, their paths are irresistibly drawn together, not by logic or planning, but by a powerful unseen cosmic force. You can meet 1,000 people and feel nothing of significance, and then you meet one person and feel everything. This isn't about shared hobbies or similar backgrounds. This is about resonance. It's the palpable feeling that your very atoms are vibrating at a similar frequency. This energetic alignment transcends the normal rules of time and space. It explains why you can feel a deeper, more substantial connection with this person in mere moments than you have with others you've known for years. Your souls are speaking a language older than words, a language of pure energy. This younger person feels this resonance with an intensity they probably can't even articulate. They just know that being in your presence feels right. It feels like peace. It feels like home. Their soul recognizes your soul's frequency as a place of harmony and safety. This energetic pull is the very reason the age gap becomes irrelevant from a spiritual perspective. The soul doesn't look at a birth date, it feels for a frequency. It is searching for its vibrational counterparts, those who can help it evolve, expand, and remember its true nature. The universe, in its infinite and unfathomable wisdom, does not make matchmaking mistakes. It orchestrates these meetings with divine precision, bringing two souls together at the exact moment a crucial lesson or a profound awakening needs to happen for both. So release the exhausting need to logically justify this connection. You cannot explain a symphony to someone who can only see the sheet music. You cannot explain energetic resonance using the limited vocabulary of the rational mind. This connection is a feeling and experience, a deep inner knowing. The synchronicities were the signs. The energetic pull is the evidence, and the connection itself is the message. And the message is that you are both exactly where you're supposed to be for the sacred purpose of a shared spiritual evolution. Trust the energy. It is the purest form of truth you will ever know. If this is resonating with you, if you have felt this cosmic pull and witnessed these meaningful coincidences in your own life, take a moment right now to pause and honor it. Go to the comments below and simply write, "I am ready." By doing this, you're not just engaging with a video. You're making a powerful declaration to yourself and to the universe that you are ready and willing to embrace the profound truth of this connection. Let me know that we are on this journey together. It is entirely natural to question a feeling this intense and disorienting. Is it real? Is it going to last? Or is it just a powerful, fleeting infatuation? The ego, with its constant chatter of fear and doubt, will demand proof and logical certainty. The soul, however, recognizes truth through a different faculty, through deep feeling and inner knowing. There are distinct markers that separate a temporary crush from a genuine, enduring soul connection. Think of these signs as anchors in the swirling sea of your emotions. The first indication of a true soul connection, as opposed to infatuation, is a profound and pervasive feeling of calm and certainty. Infatuation usually feels like anxiety, obsession, and a frantic, nervous energy. You're constantly worried about saying the right thing, looking the right way, or securing their affection. A true soul connection, however, is marked by a deep sense of calm that underlies even the most chaotic external circumstances. Being with this person, or even just thinking about them, feels like coming home. There's an unexplainable ease, a comfort, a feeling of being able to finally exhale. This peace exists even amidst the storm of the age difference. It's a quiet inner certainty that whispers, "This is right," even when the world shouts that it's wrong. Another crucial sign is that the connection is not about filling a void. Many relationships are born from a sense of lack, a fear of being alone, a need for validation, or a desire for someone to complete them. They become transactional. A soul connection, by contrast, is not based on neediness. It often arrives when you have already started the difficult but rewarding work of becoming whole on your own. The connection doesn't complete you. It complements you. It inspires both of you to become more of who you already are individually and together. There is no desperation or clinging, but rather a powerful feeling of two whole individuals choosing to share their journey. Furthermore, a genuine soul connection is characterized by a strange sense of timelessness. One of the most common and startling signs is that uncanny feeling that you have known this person forever, perhaps across lifetimes. Conversations flow effortlessly. There's an intuitive understanding that goes far beyond words, and you might even finish each other's sentences or know what the other is thinking. This sense of deep familiarity is your soul recognizing a kindred spirit, a member of its soul family. In the face of this timeless recognition, the chronological age gap seems utterly absurd and irrelevant. It's as if your souls are just picking up a conversation where they left off. This bond is also defined by mutual growth and freedom. A relationship based on ego often seeks to control, possess, or change the other person into a preconceived ideal. A soul connection is the absolute opposite. It is fundamentally about liberation. This person inspires you to be your most authentic self, and you do the same for them. They will challenge you not to be difficult, but because your soul's growth matters deeply to them. They call you forward into your highest potential. The relationship itself becomes a sacred space, a crucible for mutual evolution. You don't lose yourself, you find yourself more deeply. A further sign is the notable absence of urgency and obsession. Infatuation often comes with a desperate, frantic urgency, a need to possess and secure the person immediately. A soul connection, however, is patient. It is calm, steady, and consistent. There's no fear of distance or change because the bond isn't rooted in physical proximity or the need for constant validation. It is an energetic truth that exists on its own, independent of external conditions. You trust the connection itself, knowing that what is truly meant for you will not pass you by. This innate trust allows everything to unfold organically in its own divine timing. Finally, the connection is marked by a deep recognition that goes far beyond the physical. While physical attraction might certainly be there, the core of the connection is not based on appearance. This younger person isn't just complimenting your looks. They're commenting on your thoughts, your energy, the way your mind works, or the feeling of profound peace they have in your presence. They are in love with your soul. They see the light within you, the very essence of who you are. This is the ultimate validation that what you are experiencing transcends the superficial. When someone tells you, "I love your soul," believe them. It is the deepest and most real form of love there is. Recognizing this connection for what it is, a profound and sacred soul bond, is the first monumental step. The next, and arguably most crucial, is preparing for the transformative journey it is about to take you on. The title of this message is Get Ready, and that is not a casual suggestion. It is a call to arms for your soul. This love is not meant to be a comfortable, easy ride. It is a spiritual assignment. It is a powerful catalyst for profound and radical transformation. This connection will act as a powerful, unflinching mirror, reflecting back to you everything inside you that remains unhealed. All of your insecurities about your worth, your deeply ingrained beliefs about aging, your paralyzing fears of judgment, all of it will be brought to the surface to be seen, felt, and healed. This is not a punishment, it's a purification. The intense love you feel for each other creates a spiritual crucible, a container of high heat and immense pressure where the impurities of the ego are burned away, leaving only the pure gold of your authentic self. Your first task on this journey is to courageously embrace shadow work. As Jung taught, the shadow contains all the parts of ourselves we have repressed or denied because we were taught they were unacceptable or unlovable. The inherent controversy of an age gap relationship will activate your shadow like almost nothing else. You will be forced to confront your fear of what others think, your deep-seated craving for social approval, and your fear of abandonment. You will have to look at your own hidden judgments about age, love, and worthiness. Do not run from this. Welcome it. Each insecurity that arises is a doorway. Walk through it. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it truly mine? Does it serve my highest good? By doing this, you're not just dealing with a relationship challenge, you're liberating yourself from a lifetime of conditioned limits and inherited fears. Your second task is to cultivate a practice of radical self-love. You cannot fully receive the profound love this person is offering if parts of you still believe on some level that you are unworthy of it. Their love is a divine invitation to love yourself with that same intensity and acceptance. When they look at you and see a wise, beautiful, timeless soul, you must learn to see the same thing when you look in the mirror. You must let their love heal the parts of you that have felt old, overlooked, invisible, or unworthy. Finally, you must prepare to stand in your truth unapologetically. There may be people, even people you love and respect, who do not and will not understand. They will project their own fears, insecurities, and judgments onto your connection. You cannot control their reactions. Your only responsibility is to be true to your own soul. This requires immense courage. It requires choosing the undeniable truth of your own heart over the fleeting comfort of social conformity. This connection is teaching you, perhaps for the first time, to become the ultimate authority in your own life. This isn't just about a relationship. This is about your spiritual evolution. This younger person has entered your life as a divine catalyst, a sacred partner in the holy work of becoming whole. The journey ahead will undoubtedly be challenging, but the reward is immeasurable. A deeper connection to your own soul, a profound sense of inner freedom, and the direct experience of a love that is as real, as true, and as powerful as the universe itself. So get ready. Your transformation has already begun. You now stand at a profound crossroads, not between right and wrong, but between fear and love. This connection with a younger person is not a problem to be solved or a messy dilemma to be navigated. It is a gift. It is a rare and sacred invitation to experience a love that transcends the superficial boundaries of age, logic, and societal expectation. It is a mirror showing you the timeless, unblemished beauty of your own soul. It is a catalyst designed to accelerate your own spiritual growth and ultimate liberation. The path forward requires immense courage. It requires you to trust the silent, knowing language of your heart over the loud, fearful chatter of the world. It requires you to finally see yourself through the loving eyes of this person who recognizes your soul's eternal light. This isn't about them completing you, but about their very presence inspiring you to become more completely and authentically yourself. Embrace this journey. Do not shrink from the intensity or the confusion. See it all for what it is, a sign of profound and necessary transformation. This love has come to awaken you, to heal you, and to remind you that the most powerful connections are not dictated by a calendar, but are written in the stars and aligned by the universe itself. May your love be fierce, honest, and unapologetic, and may it lead you, age be damned, home to yourself.